Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend, and a happy Wednesday, y'all! NICCI Gilbert from Brownstone is out here suing folks. Jennie Nguyen from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, baby, has shut the internet down today. And Wendy Williams is still MIA. We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! Hey beauty bestie, happy hump day to you, sugar. Baby, I've missed you and our hot topics. I apologize, I've been running and going. But baby, we're here to talk today. And I know what you're thinking. Beauty best friend, why aren't you in the bathroom getting dressed? Well, sugar, your beauty best friend had a 6 a.m. call time this morning for work. And I had to be up looking this fabulous. And I'm gonna just tell y'all something. At 6 a.m., I'm still half asleep and half awake. Y'all don't want to see or hear any hot topics from me that early in the morning, okay? But I said, you know what? The tea is so hot today, I had to come to you live from the couch because we start to talk about it. And y'all see, I came with a whole full-size, overgrown, upgraded size mug today to hold all the hot tea. By the way, y'all like my mug? I got it from Africa, y'all. It was hand-painted and everything. Ow. You know, every now and then, because y'all know America's still the ghetto child, I have to reflect on the most serene and peaceful vacation I've had in a while, which was in Cape Town, child. So, y'all ready to talk about this tea? Y'all ready to talk about these antics happening out in these streets? Go ahead, grab your beverage. Let's go. Well, beauty besties, NICCI Gilbert from Brownstone, you know, the musical group, is suing Lionsgate Production and Stars, the network, over P-Valley. She is claiming, honey, I guess you heard it through the grapevine, that P-Valley is a direct ripoff from one of her musicals that she had back in 2010 called Sex, Kitten, Cabaret. First of all, sis, how you suing them saying this is a direct ripoff? Because last time I checked, a cabaret and a stripper are two different things. Honey, because if people go down to the Pink to see the girls get naked, your cabaret show had Fantasia in it, Faith Evans, yourself, and Miss Sophia from the Atlanta drag circuit up in there singing and bopping along. It was giving me, because I had to watch the clips in the trailer, y'all. It was giving me very much High School Musical meets Pussycat Dolls in terms of cabaret type of performances. And on top of that, NICCI Gilbert, sweetheart, you know, cabaret performances aren't one of their kind, i.e., you know, Moulin Rouge. Are you suing the Moulin Rouge too? And the people who created the Moulin Rouge because they ripped off your idea as well? And I just have to say this, because we all are thinking it. We still waiting for season 2 of P-Valley to launch on Stars. And NICCI, if your lawsuit got anything to do with the delay for us to get our show back, we all fighting you, because everybody wants to see Diamond. We need to know what's going on with Uncle Clifford in the paint. Where is Mercedes, and where is Lil Murder, baby? But what y'all think here? I'm gonna put the little link here in the description of this video. Y'all can click on it to see the trailer from Sex, Kitten, Cabaret. Is this a direct ripoff to P-Valley or not? Y'all let me know, because I'm gonna tell you something. The fact that she's saying this is a direct ripoff and she's trying to reclaim her time and her coins is a far reach and stretch to me, honey. Y'all just let me know, okay? Let's move on. Well, beauty besties, it does not look good for Wendy Williams. In fact, their new reports are coming out from a Wendy Show affiliate saying that Wendy is not doing her best. They're saying that Wendy some days needs help getting out of bed, getting dressed, and even feeding herself. And they're also saying that Wendy is having trouble recognizing familiar faces, whether it's close friends and family, and also people that she works with on a daily basis. Now, I don't know if all this is true, because all this is alleged, because it's coming from a Wendy affiliate who did not identify themselves, but I'm gonna tell you what I know for sure. It does not take WebMD to tell me that something ain't right in the water going on over there with Wendy Williams. And on top of that, they're also saying that, you know, one of the reasons why we haven't heard from Wendy, because, you know, she's been out for a minute, and so at least she can give us a quick little 30-second reel or video or something saying, thank y'all out for the well wishes. I'm on the mends. I'm trying to heal or something. But Wendy has been mum, they said. She's been mum with the producers and the executive producers at the show. And also she's been mum with the fans. And they're saying that she's been mum, allegedly, because she's even having trouble holding a conversation and really structuring her words. Guys, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I don't wish bad health or harm on anybody, no matter how they, no matter what they do in their lives, because that's not my fight to fight, right? I'm not going to wish that on you. But the fact that Wendy is struggling like this tells me that she needs to completely throw in the towel. She needs all the help and all the good well wishes. But most importantly, people are saying that she really may not be coming back to her show because of everything that's happening, and especially since she is cut off communication with the show and the production. Not one person that could actually make decisions over there, such as executive producers, are in contact with her. And the only person they're saying that Wendy is really talking to these days is her manager. Now, also, I don't know if y'all remember correctly, but last week an additional report came out saying that, when Wendy was filming the show from her house during the pandemic, she had a whole episode that involved her stripping naked, her fondling and playing and touching with herself, like a bad scene out of a Monifa music video, and she was yelling vulgar language at the same time, so much so that they had to call not only hospital people to come on over, but they had to call her manager. She got irate, and then they hospitalized her, and then said she was in the hospital fighting her Graves' disease. So now we hear the backstory of her spiraling out of control, and now present day, apparently it's just a wrap for her. So I don't know what's happening to the Wendy Williams show. All I do know for sure is that the network renewed her show up and through 2022. So at the end of this contract, the real question will be, does the show get renewed for 2022? Or does the show get rebranded and given to somebody else, i.e. Sherry Shepherd? Y'all let me know what y'all think over there. But this thing is wild about what's going on with Wendy Williams. What are y'all thoughts here? Let's move on. Baby, ring the alarm. This is a cold magenta / cold fuchsia. This is not a test. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Jennie Nguyen, has shut down the internet today with newly surfaced racist Facebook posts that she made in the height of the Ponderosa. Okay? These Facebook, I want to call them tweets, these Facebook posts were posted back in August and September of 2020. Okay? So not only were we on lockdown, we were also dealing with racial unrest in this country and riots and everything else. And Jennie went on Facebook to post some really racist things. So I'm going to just warn y'all, this is a little bit of a trigger warning if you're very sensitive to some of these things. So I'm going to read you some of these posts, y'all, and I'm going to post it in this video as well. But I can't help but think a few things. What is the cast of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and her castmates going to say now? Because we were holding Mary Cosby to the fire and to the cross for all of her racist things. By the way, what Mary said was still racist, and it's not an excuse at all. But Jennie has topped it. Let me read to y'all what she posted and the dates for it too. First post, August 26, 2020. Asking her to apologize for slavery is like asking her to apologize for Pearl Harbor. Y'all see this old white girl and this old Asian girl that she's using as a comparison? First off, sis, that's not what we're asking. We're asking, one, that racism gets acknowledged, the system that has been built to keep black people down gets dismantled and fixed, and still slide us a little bit of reparation, but most importantly, that critical race theory is being taught in our school system and not washed away, because the blood, the sweat, the tears of black people is the fabric of what this country was built on. That's what we want. So you, in this comparison right here, sis, is not the same, and it is misleading. Second Facebook post, August 27th, 2020. If you follow the officer's orders, you won't get shot. Well, sis, what we do know for sure is, as a black man and a person of color, you can follow the officer's orders and still get shot. And so the fact that she posted that in the middle of us going through racial unrest, in the middle of George Floyd having a knee on his neck, is problematic to me. Last post. I'm sick of people saying cops need more training. You had 18 years to teach your kids it's wrong to loot, steal, set buildings ablaze, block traffic, laser people eyes, overturn cars, destroy buildings, and attack citizens. Who failed who? That was on September 23rd of 2020. I don't even feel like I need to address how bad that is, but all I have to say is, but white people can throw over cars, break into buildings, and loot and destroy public property because their favorite football team or insert whatever sport team, y'all know I don't speak sports, lost a game, and that's okay. But people are seeing people get killed up in the streets, and therefore they take to the streets to protest that may turn into riots as well. And I don't condone violence, but guess what? Sometimes you gotta burn ish down to get people's attention. But that's okay. Let me take a sip. But you know what the getcha gotcha is, y'all? They said that these Facebook posts were interwoven into her Facebook page along with family photos and other things. So you're telling me Jennie Nguyen of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, in the middle of the pandemic, you picked up additional skills, baking cookies, homeschooling your kids, needle pointing, racist tweets, home improvement, like all of that just was bundled together as part of your pandemic activities. But what I can't get past and what I have questions for y'all, let me take another sip, is what in the actual hell are the Bravo casting producers' jobs? Because you're not going to tell me that this woman auditioned for this show and y'all threw her up on this show and did not do a background check. And guess what? Background check should be more than just have you committed a felony. Y'all didn't look at her Facebook history. Y'all didn't look at her Twitter past. Y'all didn't look at her YouTube past. Y'all didn't look at her college, high school yearbook or whatever else. Y'all didn't scrub the ground to find out any and everything you could find about on Jennie and her husband and her family. Y'all are seriously telling me somebody missed all of this? And guess what? If somebody missed it, somebody needs to be fired. And guess what? If somebody saw this and didn't call it out, somebody still needs to be fired. Because you're not going to tell me it is okay to give somebody who has made very problematic racist tweets a platform for the world to consume them and it be okay. It's not okay. And guess what? Time's up. It's 2022. People are not putting up with racist behaviors anymore. Miss me with your microaggressions. Miss me with your racism. And get off my screen if you're not here for equality. Now, I cannot wait, and I hope to hear from her castmates, because the same way that she felt like she could attack Mary and the same way that the rest of the castmates felt like Mary was problematic, I now need to hear, because obviously this is being resurfaced after the reunion has been filmed, I now need to hear how the castmates are going to address this. Better yet, Bravo, Andy, Watch What's Happened Live, what y'all doing over there at the clubhouse? Are we going to see something take place? Is somebody going to address this? But what I do know for sure is she is canceled for me right now until further notice. And on that note, guys, I am sweating. What are your thoughts here? Because I gave y'all a lot. I know I gave y'all a lot. That just got me real passionate. We're still trying to be represented out here. We're still trying to fight for seats at the table. We're still trying to be seen. Heck, we're just trying to walk down the street in our black skin and not get shot or killed for eating a bag of Skittles. So I get real passionate about things like this. But before I leave y'all today, I would be remiss if I didn't pause for the cause and say, rest in peace to iconic Andre Leon Talley and all his moo-moos. On a serious note, the former editor-at-large passed away Tuesday night, and now, as we can see, lots of great tributes about Andre Leon Talley is coming out. Even one from Anna Wintour. I was quite surprised, and I was very, I read that nice and slow because, Andre in his book said that he and Anna fell out, honey, and they were no longer friends, and so she even touched on it in her public acknowledgement and her condolences about losing Andre as well in her post as well. So, Lord, we lost Sidney Poitier, y'all. Now we lost Andre Leon Talley. I can't take it. Anyways, on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on. Who loves you? I do. See you Friday. Bye, guys.